What's up, Foxtrotters? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, hello! It's nice to see you all again. You guys look great. Yes, you person who just realized you forgot to flip your laundry, which you started about 8 hours ago, and now you have to wash it again because it has that funky wet clothes smell, and we can't be having that. You look great. I hope wherever you are today, whatever you're going through, if you're at work, or if you're home, or wherever you may be in the world, I hope you're doing well. And I have a classic r/anti-MLM trash video for you today. I had a lot of fun making this. Definitely need the laughs these days. And so here I am to bring you some laughs wherever you are. And if that sounds interesting to you, then please stay tuned. I'm pretty sure this is from an Arbonne Convention. You know, one of those infamous conventions you have to pay a ridiculous amount of money to go to. Well, this is one called the Emerald Ball or something. As you can see, a lot of them were wearing green. But they're sitting in a shape. I'm sure you all noticed it the moment you clapped eyes in this photo, right? Like, it's clearly a pyramid. And I wonder, are they being self-aware? Are they trying to make a joke on that and like trying to be like self-aware and funny? Or do they really not get it? Do some of them get it? Like, I'm curious. To be a fly on the wall, you know, just a moment of their thoughts. I would just love to know what's going through their heads. My friend and I are watching a recruitment happen at Starbucks. We're trying to stop it. Primerica is a pyramid scheme. You know what, if anything, maybe this will, at least after they leave this meeting, I'm sure they were told it was a meeting and now they're just being pitched some ridiculous, you know, sales pitch. Maybe if anything, on the way home, they will, it'll start like a Google search or something. They'll type it in and they're going to get back a bunch of information, and it's going to like start them doing some research maybe. And maybe it'll be the end of the line for their whole Primerica career for them. Maybe that'll be it. Maybe this little message in the middle of the Starbucks, in the middle of the coffee shop, is going to be the thing that saves them. You never know. It might not, because people tend to, when, you know, we all know, right? Once we've made a decision as human beings, we tend to kind of stick with it, even if we know it's not the greatest, right? Especially initially, we tend to kind of be, what is that? Is that pride? Yeah, I think that's pride. You kind of get pride in your choice, and you're like, oh, I couldn't have possibly have made a terrible choice, because of course we want to believe that we couldn't possibly make a bad decision like that. But I mean, come on, we're all human beings. We're all capable of messing up. It's so normal. Okay, I saw this. Yes, it's pretty dumb, but also it's pretty funny. I don't know. I'm into dumb humor. Leave me alone. Okay? I like laughing at dumb stuff. It makes me feel good, all right? Less popular gods and goddesses. Cystitis, goddess of urinary tract infections. Okay. Persephone, goddess of telemarketers and wife of Muzak, god of hold music. Found Chanides, king of the underworld and internet message boards. Asos, goddess of dresses that you can't wear with a bra. Franzicles, god, oh, Franzia, like the box of wine, god of boxed wine and bringer of hangovers. Persia, goddess of avocados that look fine, but then when you cut them open, they are rotten inside. That happens all the time. I have such a hard time buying avocados. I mean, I live up here in the Northwest, so like, what am I expecting? It's not like we grow avocados readily. Obviously, they have to come from somewhere, so it's really hit or miss. When they're good, they're great, but when they're bad, they are totally rotten and disgusting, and you wasted all of your money. And then next up, we have, oh my God. Hey, hun, I'm an independent sales rep for, what is it? Pantheon Cosmetics. Becky, goddess of multi-level marketing. Oh, that's too funny. I like it. Why are all the names all like these fancy wannabe, like, you know, sort of Greekish names, and then Becky? Okay. Delius, goddess of public transport and muse of Spirit Airlines. What? I don't 100% understand that last one, but that's pretty funny. Yeah, that was really dumb. I'm sorry. Also, side note, what did Becky's do all of a sudden to get thrown into this mess? That doesn't seem very fair.
Fulmer Sensi consultant, let's try again. Really, you get to open that door and try again for free. Sometimes it's all about timing. With all of the new partnerships and fun new products, the timing for you could be now. Message me to get this door reopened for your Sensi journey today. I think with a new perspective and vision for the future, we can find a new beginning together. When life should soar, open it again. It's a door. That's how they work.
Oh, that hurt. I like how they just, take a saying that people use during hard times, when one door closes, another one opens, or a window opens, all those positive sayings that keep us going, and then just take it, reword it, make it mean totally something else, and just reuse it for your hidden agenda, which isn't actually very hidden. It's pretty obvious. You want a downline. It's pretty clear. And it's weird too, because you know that they are peddling to people who have left Sensi. So those are people who have either left because they failed at the business, or they realized that it was a scam, or they found cheaper waxes that they liked more elsewhere, which from what I understand is pretty easy to do. and it's weird because the company is directly pitching to those people. So it's like they've apparently lost any traction with anyone else. They're not able to pitch it to anyone new, so they're now having people go back and pitch it again to people who already have been within the company. That's a weird business tactic. I guess if theoretically, right, if you've been struck by lightning, you have a better chance of getting struck again, sort of a situation. Maybe that's what's happening here, but it's just so eerie and seems so soulless, right? To go to these people who have left for whatever reason and then basically say you can come back and join for free, when in fact all of us know here none of this is ever free. When they say free, it always means something else. Free means something different in MLM world, that's for sure. DoTERRA ads mixed in with real medical ads in the treatment room at the ENT. How is this legal? That's a good question. I don't know. Can someone inform me below how they are able to do this? It just seems wrong, right? Like, I don't know. Just, this feels wrong. This feels like some sort of conflict of interest thing. And then it's weird too, because then they are saying that essential oils can cure things medically, and that's dangerous to claim such a thing. And it's in the ENT, that's a good question. I don't know. If you know below the answer to this one, maybe enlighten me, or enlighten the rest of us as well. I can't figure this one out. It just seems so wrong to do. It seems so predatory. And, when people go to these places, they're in a vulnerable state. They are, needing attention immediately and needing quick fixes. And I don't know. So someone tell me down below. Make this make sense. Is this legitimate or not?
Proof this isn't a pyramid scheme. I enrolled fill in the blank female name a few months ago after I have been doing this business 2 years before her, and she just passed me on the leaderboard for a trip incentive. Get educated before you run your mouth.
Oh, it's weird because she's using this as an example to prove that it's not a pyramid scheme, but it just makes me more sad for her because she's not doing as well as someone else is doing that she had recruited, and that's really sad. And also on the leaderboard for a trip incentive. We've all become pretty informed recently here, right, on how these trips work, these free cruises and things that you have to work for and then you get for free. Well, right, free is a very relative term in MLM land. So I don't know, the fact that she passed you on a leaderboard doesn't mean much, right? Those are just words from your MLM that mean nothing to the rest of us. So I don't know how that proves that it is not a pyramid scheme, but okay. Yeah, get educated before you run your mouth. Oop. Yeah. Oof. One in glass houses should not cast stones, yeah? Oh no, poor Baxter. Oh, I blurred out his face too to give him some privacy. He looked so embarrassed, so it just seemed fair.
Baxter fell in love with Scentsie's new pet line after his bath tonight. He is ready to cuddle and go night-night. Are you and your dogs looking for a new pet care line? If so, I can hook you up.
Oh, it's so tacky and cheesy, and I am a cheesy person. I'm sure you have all been able to tell. But this is just extra. Leave Baxter out of it, okay? He did nothing to deserve this. He is a cute little confused floof who has no control over what you bathe him with, all right? He has no control over it, so please stop. Oh. Poor Baxter. Free Baxter now. Free Baxter now. Oh man, the shade in this one is so intense. So I guess Mary Kay has recently come out with a long last lip lacquer situation, very similar, oddly similar to Lip Sense. And they are just throwing it in Lip Sense's face, and I'm not quite sure why so aggressive. It seems unnecessary. I'm sure there's enough room in the world for like 2 long-lasting lip lacquer companies. I think that's probably fine.
Some are surprised by our timing with products. Don't be fooled by others. Mary Kay is a frontrunner and trendsetter. Thing is, they never compromise consumer safety. Never. For example, when Mary Kay was asked to make lip lacquer several years ago, when other companies became popular, they said they wouldn't do so until they could formulate it with safer ingredients. The other companies contains and containing formaldehyde. Oh no. Oopsie, I just leaked a secret. Now we have them. Beautiful and safe, no burning or drying out of the lips. I love that Mary Kay never compromises. They are completely life-proof. Now taking pre-orders for these incredible lip products.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't that just so aggressive? Right? I mean, why even bring up, I mean, everyone already is going to know that this is a Lip Sense type product. Everyone's going to know that. You don't need to throw the shade like that. It's unnecessary. You could just be like, wow, now made without formaldehyde or something, or made without these chemicals. You could say all that stuff. That's great, I guess, but it just seems so unnecessary. Like, I don't think you need to throw another product under the bus to sell your own. I feel like if the product is that good, you shouldn't need to do that, right? I don't know. What do I know? I'm just an internet nobody. Okay. At a church fundraiser. Wow. Well, if the money's all going for a good cause, it's all going back to the church, I guess that's fine. I just am a little concerned because I did zoom up on those prices. You folks ready for this? I don't know if you're ready. Maybe you are. No, you're ready. You're ready. Okay. Boom. $25 per pair of leggings. They're selling these things for, I'm pretty sure that's like full price for someone who is not a consultant, right? Am I wrong? I might be wrong at least, but well, I do feel like to at least a degree, these are incredibly expensive prices, and it doesn't seem like you're getting any kind of deal. If you buy 2 pairs, you get them for $40. So wow, that's amazing. What a steal. Very worth it. I'm sorry. Those leggings are not $25 worth per pair, especially when you can go to Walmart and get a pair for like $10 or $12, and it's just fine. Probably the exact same quality, if not better. I mean, who really knows for sure? But I don't know. This feels weird, and it's also like at a church fundraiser, and then they're selling this for way too much money. I don't know. I'm not a religious person, but I'm not terribly pleased by this. Maybe I'm just blowing it all out of proportion, but I kind of doubt it. Hi, I have a missed call from you.
Hi, yes, it's Blank. Not sure if my name rings a bell for you, but I was over at Blank Blank's house a couple of weeks ago giving a presentation on Cutco, and she had given me your name and number to call and talk about the company and maybe come and give you a presentation as well.
I don't know Blank, so if she gave you my name and number, she's likely violating a ton of real estate privacy guidelines. Cutco is where souls die. There's no money to be made. You're much better off finding a proper sales job. Good luck. Man, that cold calling. I couldn't do that. I don't know. Have any of you ever had a job where you had to do cold calling of any kind? I am not a very good phone person anyway, so this gives me such anxiety. Like, how do you just straight up contact people you don't know and try to convince them that they do know you just so you can have a minute of their time to pitch something to them? Oh, I don't know. It's really, I don't know how people do that. But yeah, I like the statement back and saying that, yeah, I don't know that person. And if that they gave you my name, then they're probably violating something. And then cut goes where souls die. Yeah, it's kind of like where dreams go to die, right? It's like there's, unfortunately, there's just like not a whole lot of fulfillment in those careers typically. Well, if you're at the very top, I'm sure there is, at least if it comes to your bank account. If that's all that matters to you as far as your fulfillment is concerned, it's just dollars, then maybe it's going to work out for you. Maybe you're going to like this type of career path, but most people in general, no. Found out that my husband and I have been using an MLM for electricity. Ambient energy. I've never heard of it, but I'm not surprised. Most of the MLMs that exist, I probably have not heard of. When we got our first apartment, the landlord got our electricity set up with ambient energy. Once we bought a house, we decided to stay with ambient because it was convenient. Today I compared my bill with my colleagues. I am paying an average of $100 more a month than he is with the same kilowatt usage. When he asked me what company I used, he told me right away that it was an MLM. We are going to wait until our year contract is up to switch because otherwise they pay a $200 fee. Maybe they meant to say they have to pay a $200 fee. Either way, do I feel duped? My landlord was profiting off of me. It feels really awful to know that you have to be wary when it comes to utilities too. I thought it was just makeup and oils that I needed to watch out for. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too up until, this last year when I really started doing research and I discovered the insurance MLMs. I know a lot of you probably already knew about that, but I didn't. I really thought, same as this person, I thought MLMs kind of stuck to cruddy makeup products, oils, cruddy jewelry, that type of stuff. So, I mean, it is surprising to find out. Well, I guess, honestly, it is not surprising to find out that MLMs have found other ways to scam people out of money. And it just makes sense, I suppose, that they would find those avenues. And I guess being a sort of like third party electric company, they would be able to do so. And it's really crappy that the landlord was the one that set them up with this. I wonder how much money he made off of doing that to his tenants. And I don't know. I keep hearing about people bringing the MLMs and the whatever, business ethics they learn from that MLM, and they bring it into whatever their real job is. And I really swear, I thought that was something you can't do. Maybe I must be wrong because it's happening everywhere. So it can't, if people aren't getting in trouble for it, then I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just so confused by all of this. It's just, I don't know how a landlord could get away with pulling something like this. How do you not get in legal trouble for that? Maybe tell me down below. Help me out. It's time for everyone's favorite segment of the video. It's time for the wholesome moment of the day. Let's see who you guys sent over. First up, we have Ruby, and all of the animals in today's video were sent over by Amber. There will be 4 of them featured today. Thank you so much, Amber. Now, Ruby was a puppy mill mama for 8 years, but now is living like a queen, obviously. And I'm a big fan of Yorkies because ever since I was a kid, I thought that they looked like Ewoks, and that was enough for me to adore them forever. Next up, we have Tilly the cat, and Tilly the cat has kind of a Harvey Dent thing happening, but in a much more lovely and exotic way. You know what I mean? Beautiful kitty cat. Next up, we have Bob, who is a 16-year-old Yorkie poo. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that means Yorkie mixed with poodle, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's right. And I know a lot of poodle mixes tend to come with the benefit of being shed free because poodles are one of the few breeds who grow hair, not fur. Google can better tell you the difference between hair and fur, but I assure you it is different. And I wonder if our gentleman Bob here has that. And last but not least, we have the new puppy, Ayla. I think that's how it's pronounced, Ayla. I'm hoping it's Ayla because there's this movie with Daryl Hannah from, I think it's from the 90s. Might be the late 80s, but it's called like Clan of the Cave Bear, and I'm pretty sure it's about cave people. Everyone I've ever showed it to hates it, but I love it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe you do too. Maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. It could just be that obscure. Anyways, Daryl Hannah's character is named Ayla, and I always thought that was very pretty. But anyways, enjoy puppyhood because it is a whirlwind of rambunctious exploration, midnight pee sessions, and valuable learning moments on both sides, human and dog. But it's over fast, and before long you'll be lamenting about how you miss those days, even with the infinite puddles of pee. And if you're looking to get a new member of your family, I definitely recommend Adopt a Not Shop. Check out your local shelters, your local humane societies. Donate if you can, volunteer if you can, and don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And if you want to see a photo of your pets here, then go and send it to my email, which is in my channel description, and you will see your pets here eventually. All right, Foxtrotters, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked that video, please hit that like button down below. If you have any good comments or suggestions, please leave it down below as well. I love to read what you have to say, and I love interacting with you all. If you've not already, hit that subscribe button and become a Foxtrotter. Come join the den. Den Mother would love to have you. And I'm going to leave a Patreon here somewhere. Feel free to check it out. And if you don't, no big deal. I'm just glad you came to spend some time with me. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. And I really hope that wherever you are, that you're doing well, that you're just able to take in a deep breath, let it out, put your feet down and start your day or end your day, whatever time of day you're at this moment, wherever you're at, if you're at work, if you're home. I just hope you're well. I really do. And thank you so much for all of the support. You guys are just, I don't have enough words for it. I really don't. So I'm going to spare you all and just say, as always, folks, until the next video, take care.